Okay, so now we've put the cylinder in the fixture, and it's time now to come to the milling machine. This is the Bridgeport. We're going to do some milling operations, drilling and tapping the holes on our cylinder. So that'll be the top, bottom, and side. So to do that, we need, of course, a vise and some parallels. So every time we use the vise and parallels, we of course have to clean it before using. So there I go. Just wipe the parallels down. Here's the other one. There we go. So there's some debris on this from the previous user, so we need to remove all of that. And also for the vise itself, we need to just clean that off as well. There's some debris in there as well. Place the parallels in the vise, and put the fixture in the vise. And again, we're just kind of aligning the fixture with the center line of the vise. There we go. Give it a tweak. Use the small rubber mallet just to make sure that fixture is nice and snug inside the vise. We can do that by checking the parallels. Sometimes, because of the alignment of some of these vices there, we get one that's nice and tight and the other that's not quite there, but that's good. That's good. Okay, there we go. Next we go back to our toolbox and remove the number 39 drill that we're going to use for the top and bottom and sides. Let's insert that into the chuck. There we go. And tighten up. That's nice and tight. And of course, we previously calculated the RPM for this drill, for this material, for the homework. Let's just check and so what's happened is there's been some tapping operations previously on this machine. We need to change the gearing to the high range to perform the drilling operation. So to do that, we come to the side of the milling machine and we're using the speed range high, low lever right here. We're going to turn that around. It sticks sometimes, so you have to give it a little jiggle. There it goes. Okay, that's nice and locked down. Good. So now what we're going to do is drill our first hole. To do this, we're going to use this lever here, bring the drill down and make contact through the hole. We're going to have to do a little bit of maneuvering with our vise to move that in position. There it goes. Through the fixture now, look, and makes contact with the cylinder in the fixture. We can now lock down our drill. There we go. The manual says that we actually need to drill to 5/8 of an inch depth, or approximately 5/8 of an inch. So we're going to use this scale here. So there's the drill position. We're going to make sure that that gap between the stop and the drill is 5/8 of an inch. So we can use the scale on the drill, or we can take a steel rule and actually measure off 5/8 of an inch. There we go. Actually use the lock nut on the stop as well, make sure that that's not going to move. Okay, so now we're ready to drill. So let's disengage the lock, come up, use some coolant, and we need to be fairly generous with the coolant. Turn on the machine. So the technique now for drilling these holes is to peck. In other words, make contact with the workpiece that's inside the fixture and apply some pressure here and just peck away at the cylinder. We repeat that for the other 3 holes on the top. Then what we're going to do is remove the fixture, turn it over. Again, wiping down, making sure there's no material that can offset our fixture. Wipe this down as well. That's great. Put that back in the vise. Rubber mallet. There. Great. And now again we're ready to locate the drill. Set the stop, of course that will be the same distance. Apply the coolant. And drill it. Once we've drilled all 4 holes on the top and the bottom, what we're going to do now is turn it over on its side. So the top can be facing to the right or the left. First, let's just wipe that down. It looks like there's some debris in there. There we go. And here as well, make sure it's nice and clean. Back. Just clean the fixture up again. It's looking good.